Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and this is my contest entry into Steve at All the World's a Stage contest. The contest is in honor of Bob Dylan and his mother, who share a birthday. So the contest is to show three Bob Dylan cover songs in your collection, and to tell a story about your mom. And if your mom is still with us, to give her a call and tell her you love her. So thought that was a cool idea for a contest. Cool way to honor both an artist you respect and your mom. So here is my entry. Now I know there was some kind of controversy that people showing "Knocking on Heaven's Door," the Guns N' Roses version, and Steve saying he forgot to say that doesn't count. But then I wasn't sure if it was the Guns N' Roses version or any version. So I'm just going to show this, but I'll have an extra one in case this one doesn't count. It's the "Knocking on Heaven's Door" by Warren Zevon on his last album, The Wind. Just really poignant cover, considering Warren Zevon knew he didn't have much time left when he recorded this album. So kind of takes on another extra meaning. Next one I had was Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. The album is "The Firstborn is Dead," and the cover is "Wanted Man," which, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Bob Dylan aficionado. I had never heard it before. I only knew Nick Cave's version, which in this early incarnation of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, it was very kind of post-punk, kind of jangly, aggressive, drug-fueled, it sounds at times. And so this version is way more in your face than the actual version. I finally looked that up and saw Bob Dylan performing it with Johnny Cash in, I think, 1969. So yeah, really interesting to see how the same song can be interpreted in different ways and have a totally different feel. But yeah, big Nick Cave fan, so that was one I had to pick. This one is kind of a cheat, I guess. The band. This is the album Cahoots. If you're unaware, the band kind of came to prominence as Bob Dylan's backing band, and then broke out on their own and started their own career. So, and they would go back and tour with Dylan a lot as well. So they're kind of tied together forever. I chose they did a lot on their first album, especially of songs co-written by Bob Dylan or all out and out covers. So I chose this one a little different. The song is "When I Paint My Masterpiece." Just a really fun song, and honestly kind of a highlight from this album. This is when the band was kind of starting to become a one-man project, and everyone else was more interested in money and drugs and, you know, the privileges of being a rock star in the 70s. But the Dylan cover is a real highlight on this album. And my last one is on this monstrosity. This is Coheed and Cambria's Never Ender box set. This is a 4 CD, 5 DVD set. They did 4 nights in a row where they performed all 4 of their albums at the time, and then did some encores. So the encore of the last night, they performed "I Shall Be Released," which is a really cool version. Unfortunately, it's only on the DVD, not on the CD, but cool nonetheless. So yeah, and yet I fulfilled the "Call my mom and tell her I love her." Actually, we just had dinner with my parents last night because it was my mom's birthday, just a week after Mother's Day. So, just a little about my mom. She was a stay-at-home mom. She ran the household when my dad worked, and she was in charge of the finances. And one thing I've always appreciated is we didn't have a lot of money. I know I'm not trying to cry poverty or anything. We were fine, but we didn't have a lot of money. But my mom made sure that what money we had was used to the best ability. She, clipping coupons and going from store to store to get the best deal. And growing up, we took vacations every year. I never felt like I wanted for anything. There was always food on the table, home cooked meal every night. Just she's just a great lady and really took great care of us. kind of a more humorous music related story. When I was getting into heavy metal, she wasn't crazy about it, but she knew I was a good kid, and she wasn't. I don't think she was too worried. But I did find out later that she had asked my brother where my tapes were because she wanted to look at them and make sure I wasn't listening to any like devil worship music, which I wasn't, because we were a church family, and my mom had beat into me that I shouldn't be involving myself with anything like that. Well, look what I've become. But yeah, so she, even though she was concerned, she didn't want to say, oh, you can't listen to that kind of stuff. She just, but she wanted to be interested to know what was going on. So just a really great lady and a really great mom. So thanks for hosting this, Steve. This is fun. And thanks for watching.